We start with a dodger right here at the high wing shot location. He's going to dodge down the alley, which is going to require our goalie to make that cognitive decision. Do I engage with the pipe? Do I stay balanced? Or do I shrink? So this is great goaltending here, and this is what we teach. We'll still perfectly balanced. Great weight distribution. Here's our hip diagram right here, and our 4 points of contact. Our 2 heads, our hips, and our feet. It's a great job. As that ball swings to X, and we have to come all the way across, now we can see us do not as great of a job. Our weight has shifted into our right foot here. Our hip diagram looks something like that. And this is going to cause us to be imbalanced. So then when he makes the rocker, we're going to be late to the shot. Because our weight is imbalanced so early on our right foot right there, this is our hip diagram. As the shot continues, that transfer of the weight from here to the center, that's all a great shooter needs to bury the ball in the low corner there. Same thing. And this drill is just continuous. Not only is this a great drill for the goalies, this is a great drill for offensive players as well, because they're forced to make these passes, to dodge, to bear in here. Notice that you'll see Coach Hutchinson and Coach Corrigan. We're really lucky to have 2 just exceptional offensive coordinators, great minds of the game. They're always teaching our guys to bear in, to draw this pipe defenseman right here. So by this dodger initiating and using his body language to show the defense and the goalie that he's going to engage, that could draw this pipe defenseman to come up. And as we roll it, that's what's going to initiate the look through X to the backside. Coach Byrne always calls this a throw. So as the first throw happens and our goalies react, my first instinct as a coach is to watch this next step. I want to see this balance there. This isn't perfect, but it's not horrible. The hip diagram, if I had to draw it, would be a little off center there. It looks like our weight is shifted a little bit into our right foot, which I don't love. But we're still able to make a save. I'm going to jump here to the end. We do a really good job here with our goaltender in this drill at the end here. First question that just came in, is the foot inside the cage or outside the cage? And that's a great question. So I like to keep the right foot, the pipe foot, just about an inch outside of the cage. Why? Because that in and of itself limits the idea or limits the availability of that pipe to lean on. So just by putting yourself physically slightly outside of the cage, it limits your ability to follow that instinct to lean on the pipe because it's not there. I find that when goalies put their foot right up against the pipe right here, they get fixated on that. That's that mental construct. That's that physical barrier and mental barrier that I'm talking about. So when your foot is locked in on that inside pipe, if there's a shot that goes to your stick side hip, instead of stepping outside of the goal and calmly making that stick side hip save like you would if the shot was coming at you from 16 or 14 yards, you're going to have that natural instinct to just get tight to the pipe and try to hug your body in tight. And we don't like that. We should make saves the exact same way everywhere on the field, regardless of if it's at 5-5 or if it's at top center. So for that reason, I keep the foot just outside, about 1 or 2 inches outside of the goal. So this is our goalie here, the 6'4", larger frame. Does a great job with his balance. Notice how this shooter is at 2 yards, but our goalie, he hasn't changed his stance at all. This is great balance. He's still covering the exact same amount of net there as he's covering here. And as a shooter, there's not much there to shoot at. And anytime you see goalies taking a ton of steps or moving left to right, right to left, up and down really quickly, that's a tell for you that this guy's not really balanced. I could do a leaner. I could do a Canadian cross-face finish. I could look down and shoot up. Great shooters read goalies' body language.